So I'm back again. I really wanted to post more frequently, and then I basically ghosted you guys for months. Well, sorry. But now that Chuu has posted some new teasers for her full-length album, I kind of wanted to talk about it, so here I am. Let's first take a look at the teasers and then create a theory on our observations. First of all, let's look at Chuu's profile on socials. They have changed the banner to this blue color, something that could be a reference to the so-called blue screen. If your computer has an error and is not able to fix it, sometimes the PC freezes, and then there is this blue screen. Adding to this, her profile pic is Korean and means starting, kind of like a PC rebooting. And it also has this blue heart on it, making the connection of technology, but at the same time love of some sorts. Next, there was this post announcing the comeback. Her first full-length album is going to be called XO, My Cyberlove. XO as in hugs and kisses, something that has become typical online lingo. And then My Cyberlove underlines the themes of love and technology playing a role in this comeback. Then we have a blue heart, like in the profile pic, and Cyberlove archives with this picture of an ID card below. And this is very interesting, since it says name, Chuu, born unknown, and date of appearance is the release date, so the 7th of January. What interests me about this is the fact that this seems to be the cyber lover mentioned in the album title. In this teaser, Chuu has this unnatural blonde hair, white eyebrows and blue eyes, and her expression seems to be cold, very unlike the real Chuu we know. This to me could imply two things. On one hand, if we take the overall decorated lanyard into account, what if this is about creating a digital version of yourself? Typically, social media posts do not really reflect real life. They are only the nice, pretty, and manufactured version of reality. This then also underlines the fact that the date of birth is unknown, since this fake version was created and was not really born in the typical sense. On the other hand, it could also be a critique on AI. Hear me out. The same points still apply, but the lover part comes into play much more. This love is artificial. It is cyber love. And the lover doesn't really exist, since it is created and not born. And it also underlines the fact that Chuu looks so different here. It is not really her, but a digital version of her, quite literally. In a sense, just like the virtual angels of ARTMS. So this being could be the virtual angel self of the real Chuu, a being that is fake and manipulates you in a way. And this AI idea also seems to fit the rest of the teasers quite well. Especially in the past, when AI wasn't that capable of making real-looking pictures, it seemed really uncanny, like that is not really a picture of a real person. And I feel like they captured this aspect perfectly in these teasers. Chuu is photographed in this very harsh light that makes her almost look like a ghost, detached from her surroundings, in a way just like the overly exposed virtual angels. She is wearing an outfit that almost seems like a 1960s outfit, or the outfit a Barbie doll would wear. To me, it is also interesting how she's wearing two different socks. It's either to make us think, oh, that is a mistake, just like AI pictures have mistakes in them, or maybe it's just a fashion choice, but what do I know? And to me, this place seems to be some sort of museum. Which is also interesting, because if this is going to be a commentary on AI, then it would also fit quite well. AI is stealing from real people, their art, their ideas, and this museum is then infiltrated by this artificial being, just like a metaphor for real life. So let's take a quick look at the teaser video. We see Chuu going into this museum-looking building at night, which is why she has this flashlight that she shines at us, as though she knows that we are there, and then hits the light switch that has the word real on it. I'm guessing that the rest could spell out reality, and when she turns on the light, Chuu all of a sudden lays on the floor. Another point that could hint towards this version of Chuu not actually being real. Then there also are these flakes around her, maybe a sort of reality shifting effect from her turning on the switch. And then we have these computer glitch effects. When we hear the switch being pushed the second time, we see the static effect and then the screen turns black. And yet again, these effects remind me a lot of Virtual Angel. So maybe we will see some similarities in the MV as well. And maybe also some callbacks. Since it doesn't really hurt to point this out, this scene does kind of feel similar to the scene in Egoist when Heejin sees herself laying on the floor mattress and then embraces herself. By the way, we miss you, Heejin. please come back to us. So overall, Chuu XO My Cyberlove teasers feel like a quiet observation of how technology creeps into our real world, and in a way it could comment on how deeply it has fused with our real lives. Just like how in Virtual Angel the girls at some point were not able to differentiate between reality and illusion, so much so that at the end of the MV they lie on the ground. To me, it suggests that technology and reality flow seamlessly into one another, to the point where distinguishing between what is genuine and what is constructed becomes increasingly difficult to tell. And through this, it becomes difficult to tell who is the real Chuu as well. To me, these teasers show off a cyber self, a person that doesn't know much about themselves, hence why there is no date of birth. So love, identity, and comfort are no longer rooted in actual lived experiences, but rather are connected to us through screens, algorithms, and curated personas. And we know where this blurred boundary can lead us. When technology begins to guide and reassure us, it can slowly shift into something more like control. Dependency typically forms suitably. Reliance turns into a normal thing, when eventually existence without technology starts to feel empty or incomplete. The cyber presence becomes not just a tool, but a necessity, one that shapes our behavior, desires, and self-perception. Chuu's visual transformation reinforces this idea to me as well. Her unnatural blonde hair and blue contacts evoke a synthetic, almost doll-like version of herself, resembling an online avatar more so than a person. And these features mirror the standardized ideals, often reproduced by digital filters, AI imagery, and online beauty norms. By embodying this artificial perfection, she appears less like a real person and more like a carefully designed product, optimized to be seen, adored, and consumed, which is where the Barbie reference connects perfectly. A doll that is meant to be liked by everyone can't really have a real personality. In this context, then, XO My Cyberlove reads as some sort of ironic confession. It's affection directed towards something that feels real, but is inherently artificial. A real feeling towards a fake thing, in a way. There's this sort of warmth and sincerity normally associated with Chuu. I mean, look at her typical teaser images. They are very natural, candid looking, and in most of them she seems to smile or at least be happy. But this contrasts sharply with these new manufactured images that show off harsh lighting and almost emotionless looking Chuu, and this bright, unnatural outfit with her virtual angel looking blonde hair and blue eyes. To me, it emphasizes how easily authenticity can be replaced by something polished and programmable. Like replacing real art with AI art, it is easy, and when you don't analyze it long enough, it seems to look normal. But when you take the time to really analyze it, you would notice how actually unnatural and strange it looks, kind of like uncanny. So yeah, I might be over-analyzing way too much here, but to me the teaser seems to hint at a broader critique of modern dependency on technology and the unnatural standards it enforces on us as well. That the beauty standards are not even reachable because we compare ourselves to these artificial versions that are based on perfection, and nothing that is real is really truly perfect. And as identities become increasingly shaped by social media, the line between reality and illusion becomes blurry. What remains then is only the question of agency. Are we expressing ourselves freely, or simply performing the version of ourselves that technology has taught us to be, to in the end be loved? So, cyber-loved in a way. Yeah, these are just some of my ideas. Maybe you share some of them or have a totally different theory, but I would love to chat with you in the comment section, and I hope you liked the video. And if you did, you can like and subscribe, and I will see you next time, hopefully a little sooner than last time. So yeah.